We enjoy the game and help make it a rewarding experience. Remember, good sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Be loud, be proud, and be positive. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Cincinnati Hills League. The officials for tonight's contest are Terry Dirks, Dana Holt, and Shannon Bone. We live in a country like no other. We ask everyone to please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starters for both teams. For the Milford Eagles, the starters this evening are number 5, Devin Morris. Number 10, Caitlin Geis. Number 21, Kaylee McKinney. Number 22, Abby Theroff. And number 23, Olivia Theroff.
Gotcha. Are we live?
The Eagles are coached by David Fallis. And now for your Indian Hill Braves. The starters this evening, number 11, Kennedy Green. Number 13, Maddie Antonucci. Number 22, Ella Riggs. Number 33, Annie Isfording. And number 34, Jaden James. The Braves are coached by Rachel Smith. Good luck to both teams.
Okay, folks. Pete Robinson, Chuck DeHamill, welcome to tonight's game with the Milford Eagles. First time these two have played each other in hoops in a number of years, so we'll see how it goes. Milford coming in at 7-9, but you know, being a Division I team in a strong conference should be a big test for the Braves. And again, we're limited in our knowledge of what they do, other than a scouting report I got from the kind Mike Antonucci. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Game underway. Maddie Antonucci wins the tip. Ella Riggs, Jade James down low, and a missed shot.
Yep.
Milford on the move.
Same Riggsy took a big tumble there, and Braves didn't get back on defense. That's number 21, Kylie McCarney, with the first bucket for the Eagles. Same starting five as normal for the Braves. Ella Riggs, Maddie Antonucci, Annie Isfording at the point, Jaden James, and Kennedy Green. For Milford, we have Devin Morris, a junior, number 5. Caitlin Geis, a senior, number 10. Kaylee McCarney, number 21, a sophomore. 22, a senior, Abby Theroff in the post. and number 23, Olivia Theroff. I guess I'm assuming that's a sister. And with Braves get on the board quickly. Nooch getting off to a good start with hitting her first shot with nothing but nylon. Everybody rotate back. Good.
Up there's a steal by Annie. She's going to take it all the way. Nope, she'll pull back. Looks like they're going to set the play. Jaden James deep on the right baseline. Back to Annie on top. Braves on a reset. Annie moves the ball over. Ella on the right wing. Tries to feed the post, but a steal by Milford. That would be Caitlin Geis.
This would be the time I start talking about the importance of bounce passes already. Braves being the beneficiary of a ill-advised cross-court pass that Annie Isfording picked off a moment ago, and then us not making a nice entry bounce pass to the post.
Actually, twice we have made that mistake, and unfortunately another Brave mistake. Looks like Jaden shuffled the feet, and it's going to be Milford ball with a 3-2 Braves lead early in the first. The Braves in looks like a 1-2-1-1 full court press, a different look.
Good box out there by Kennedy Green, and on the shooter. Ish with the board. And we're, again, active hands is what we've been told to expect from the perimeter defenders, especially up top for Milford. Nooch launches one a little long on that one. And
nice steal by Ella.
Yeah, number 5 didn't come down with it. Take that shot, Annie. Nice.
Good shot.
Nice look by Ella Riggs. Got a girl held the ball out, and Ella said thank you very much, stole it. Made a nice look across to Annie Isfording, wide open. Buries the 12-footer.
Heavy pressure by the Braves early. 4 of the girls up. Milford breaks the press and ends up with a rather easy layup with like Devin Morris.
Yeah, Jaden's got to get right on top of that Milford player in that particular situation. Kind of trailing behind and letting her get open position.
Ella going left baseline.
Nice drive, Ella Riggs. Oh, can't get the kind iron there, but that was a nice quick look, nice quick attack at the basket. And 23 is going to launch a distance that's
Olivia
the younger of the Theroff children.
Good defense, Jaden. Jaden, good body
21, Caitlin Kenny with a good board there to keep the ball in Milford's hands. Oh, I thought she might have walked a little bit there, but that's a nice drive.
Yeah, Kennedy's got an up bite on the cheese there. Got to play straight up. Ella Riggs in transition.
Nice
She's going
drive,
all the way in.
little euro, and nice left hand.
Ella's with the crossover.
Nice left hand.
You gotta love that.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes jokingly talk about Ella. Usually will shoot with her right, but she is very, very capable with that left. Showed it right there. Nice drive, nice hard drive, good body control, good left hand.
Amy Prue enters the game for the Braves. Jaden James takes a break. Braves pushing hard on this 1-2-1-1 half-court press.
That's a little kick there. Ish got her soccer foot out there on that.
Good aggression by the Braves early on. 7-4 Braves, 4:21 to go in the first.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Rachel, even you'll see Chris Harrington, given Rachel's time along in her pregnancy, she's taking the seat for the most of the time in the game, and our dad, Chris Harrington, is taking the role of strolling the sideline, which he's quite used to as a former Braves varsity head coach. But yeah, I was about to say that Amy Prue coming in.
Good rebound, Maddie.
Amy is a top-notch perimeter defender, really good quick feed, great position defender. Her shot has not returned from her sophomore year after taking last year off with injury, but she's a very valuable defender off the bench.
She swings it deep left baseline. Ella driving, feeding Maddie inside. Maddie goes up strong, draws the foul.
Draws a foul. I don't know. If I were maybe in that situation, I like the teamwork and everything there. Ella might have been better served just going ahead and taking that shot. I think she probably had the better shot than Maddie, but nice unselfish move nevertheless. Either one of them would have gotten fouled there. We're talking about a very good percentage shooters on both those young ladies' parts, and Nooch gets her 4th point and 5th point of the night.
Braves staying in the 1-2-1-1 press. I like the pressure. Amy Prue on top. Oh, there's an opportunity. Nice play there by Annie. Ella Riggs coming up the right side. Looks to, unfortunately, put one in there. It got knocked away. Another case of better served with the bounce pass.
Yeah. Well, and also, well, there's a ill-advised pass. Also, throwing down to Amy Prue on the far block. I mean, again, I mentioned Amy's a good defender, but she's not she's not up to speed really with her offense, especially she's not one who's going to work effectively in the post, given that she's about 5'4", 5'5".
Braves bring the ball up. Annie on top, cycles right side. Maddie sets a high screen. The ball swings to Ella at the key, back to Annie. They're looking to get inside the Maddie. She's going to go all the way across to
Nice
Amy
skip.
Prue. Back to Annie on top.
And that's a situation, usually advise against skip passes, but that's a situation where as drawn in as, take the shot. Ish a little long, and Maddie can't get the rebound. But that was a situation where the Milford defense was drawn in so much that it left a skip pass wide open.
Deep three by the Milford shooter. Offensive rebound from Milford. And number 22, that would be Abby Theroff. Apologize if I've got the last names wrong. She misses. Ella bringing it up the court.
Ooh, that's an uncharacteristically bad pass. Ella rarely makes a mistake like that.
Telegraphed that one. And Milford back in transition. Ball's out on the right in front of the Braves bench, and Coach Chris Arrington letting the girls know he needs a little bit more tidiness with the handling of the ball.
Yeah, Milford getting some good shots. So far they haven't shown they are a good outside shooting team, but they've gotten some good open looks and just haven't converted. And Nooch is going to get called for a foul, kind of reaching around from the side.
She doesn't seem to be showing any displeasure with it, so I think she knew she might have pushed, might have hit her in the back.
Yep. So we got, let's see, number 14, Madeline Hills, a sophomore guard coming in for the Eagles.
Ball's inbound, Milford on top. Coming off the double screen is number 11, Katie Tatum. And she buries the three for Milford.
Yeah, freshman showing some nice form on that shot. And all of a sudden it's just a 2-point lead for Indian Hill.
Annie on top, swings it right point to Ella, Amy Prue, Kennedy deep on the left corner, ball's back on top. We'll see if Kennedy, nice little drive, and good look, but was not able to complete the bounce pass to Maddie on the block.
Yeah, it looks like it was a inadvertent leg deflection on a part of a Milford player there. Again, the Braves right with this existing lineup. As with most of the time on the floor, they've pretty much got 3 scoring threats, and hoping that the other 2 can get some, nail the occasional wide open jumper or get a garbage hoop on a putback or something. Oh, Maddie flashed a little bit there.
She sure did. Braves set on top with Annie as usual, manning the point. Ball goes to Ella. She swings it back around the Kennedy. Maddie deep on the left corner. Ella Riggs.
She's going to get a nice. Maddie sets up a screen for her and got a nice open look there. Just unable to hit the 3 a little long.
Milford in transition. Braves get back.
Oh, Kennedy, who's got that girl? Wide open. It's 14.
Good
and
rebound,
Riggsy with a showing her length, taking advantage. Nice stop and pop. Ooh, strong. That was a good shot for her to take, though. I like, bring the ball up and keep going until they stop you, and they did. And there's another really some bad passing, I gotta say, by Milford. Amy Prue going strong. Nooch is going to take the wide open 3, can't get it to go. Amy Prue again with a nice hustle play. Didn't know where she was throwing the ball. I think she thought Maddie was still out there, and Maddie had broken to the basket.
I think it's time for a timeout. Coach Arrington wants to get this arrangement a little bit better organized. There's some errant passes, actually on both sides. We certainly know the Braves can handle the ball pass a little bit better, and probably a wise timeout with 9 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, let's see. I've always, and this is obviously nitpicking at little things, but I've always been a big proponent of and wondering why the Braves historically, and this is not just in the last year or two, it's been an ongoing thing, why they seem to be, for the most part, unaware of end-of-quarter clock situations. But guarantee with 9 seconds left, Chris has worked out something, made them quite aware of the time left, and has set something up to get it to work. And looking for Nooch in the block. Got fouled, looked like, but well, put it up, Maddie. And it's going to roll. I'm surprised. I tell you what, I don't know if we'll get a replay on any of that, but could pick up any one of a couple of fouls. Maybe not on the shot there, but certainly the one right before it was, I thought for sure that she got fouled, but Maddie fighting and grabbing her own miss, and foul or no foul, did a great job of getting it put back. Yeah, Pete, you're right. The ball handling on both sides, pretty sketchy at times. Passes with, either long, ill-advised passes or just not looking off the defender or telegraphing. Both these teams need to value the ball a little bit better, I think, here as we go into the second half. And it looks like, I think, I could be wrong, but it looks like we're going to see Rose Vigran into the game for Indian Hill. I'm not sure who she's going in for. But
well, Rose will bring a certain element, especially on the press. She's tenacious, she's quick, she has no fear, and her greatest suit is stealing that ball and using her athleticism. So my guess is, and she is in the game.
Yeah, she's coming in for, looks like, for Kennedy Green, and Jaden James returns replacing Amy Peru.
I'm going to predict
or vice versa.
I'm going to predict a press with Rose in the game.
Yeah.
Milford to inbound the ball from the side. Katie Tatum to bring the ball over the timeline for Milford. They're running, Braves are in a high half-court trap with Rose Vigran pressing on top. There's an opportunity.
Good hands by Ella Riggs there. But again, the Milford player there, 23, Theroff, the younger, making it easy and telegraphing it. And you're not going to fool Ella Riggs. I mean, in addition to being long and tall, which are two different things, she's a good ball hawk. And they're right on cue. Thank you, Ella, for proving my point. But yeah, if you under normal circumstances, she's a good ball hawk and very aware of where the ball is on the court and steal opportunities. And if you hold it out in front of her, she's not going to be shy about taking it away. So
well, and certainly in the case of Ella, even as a sophomore, very high basketball IQ, and she is able to read that play. Braves bring the ball up the court. Annie deep on the left wing. She swings it on top to Rose Vigran. Rose assesses the situation. Looks like Annie will take it, running that high handoff offense, as they say. Jaden deep on the left corner, brings it back on top. Ella back to Jaden. Jaden goes left baseline, swings it to Rose Vigran. Ella feeds the post. Get in, Maddie. Oh, too bad.
No, that was a nice two ball. They moved the ball from the corner to the top, and Ella got it quickly. I mean, that ball didn't gather any dust in her hands on that, and got in. Maddie got good pin position inside, and Milford just right there swung the ball around. They've been moving the ball around pretty well. They just can't shoot well.
Well, and they're out rebounding the Braves at this point. A lot of second and third chances.
That was maybe a walk, but
yeah, Jaden bit on the cheese, and it looks like number 21, Kaylee McKenney, drives around her and lays it in. 11-9 in favor of Braves. 6 minutes and change to go in the second.
Well, that's the second or third time we've had somebody, just bite on that head fake move, and that girl driving on the left side down the baseline. Nice box out by Jaden James trying to get the offensive board, but a Milford player comes in from the far side of her. And
nice steal, Maddie.
go help her. There you go, Jaden. Slow down a little.
Ella gives it to Annie, coming right up the lane. Go all the way, Annie. Good finish.
There you go. Take some contact, and Milford's going to call timeout. Yeah, that was a nice look by yeah, we're going to get a replay, I believe, here, folks. Nice awareness by Jaden James and a really nice cut by Annie Ishfording, taking some contact down below the basket and finishing strong.
Yeah, that was a nice team play. You find that runner coming up, and it's you make that pass. Got a good chance for a layup, 2 points. 13-9 Braves. 5:41 to go in the second quarter. And we're going to be in for a competitive game. Milford has not shot particularly well early, but what they do well is they rebound. And that has continued to be a little bit of an Achilles for the Braves, not boxing out as much and not releasing to get that loose board.
Well, if you miss as many shots as they miss, you better be a good rebounding team on the offensive end. Yeah, you're right. I mean, lots of offensive boards. They've gotten a lot of second, third, fourth chances. And again, you could say we're a little on the lucky side that I don't know. Again, we don't know that much about them. So this is what we're seeing right now is all we know, really. But so maybe they are traditionally not a very good shooting team, but they move the ball well. They're getting good looks. Their offensive rebounding is good, and we need to build a little bit more of a lead, and as you said, get some defensive boards a little bit, get on that a little bit better.
Nice play, Maddie.
Unlucky,
Too
as
bad.
they would say in Socaire.
Maddie jumped back and made a nice play to save a
nice
layup
anticipation.
Good effort.
Again, I think part of that is Maddie's got a good IQ. Part of that is it's kind of a predictable, telegraph pass and everything, and she's just looking at, she knows where her mark is. Kennedy with a nice strong board and gets it up to Nooch and up to Riggsy, but it's going to take a nice open three, and I thought she buried that.
Good pass. Let's reset, Braves. Maddie on top. She looks like she's going to drive, and she gives it away.
Yeah, that was
Caitlin
good.
Rice.
Good hustle back there by Rose Vigran. And 22, the younger of the Theroff sisters, buries a nice, sweet-looking shot for 10 from 10 feet. And again, it's back to a 2-point game.
Ella on top, swings right to KG. KG circling back, Rose Vigran on top. Ball's over left to Ella. KG on the right wing. Maddie at the key will take it, and she, looked like she got pushed.
Get on it, Jaden. Get on it, Jade. Good hustle. Ooh. Yeah, I think in that situation, that ref should have, I don't know, that was like a 50-50 that maybe Jaden was a little more 60-40, but.
I thought Maddie got hit pretty good at trying to take a.
Yeah, she was definitely off balance, so I don't know if, it could have been that she just was a little off balance, or she was made to be off balance.
Yes.
And they're going to get another open look. Can't bury it, though. And
bad pass there.
Yeah, that's just, again, as we've been saying, just grab the ball. Grab the ball, Rose. That's got to be okay.
General chaos going on the court.
Now that I would like, I'm going to have to. Maybe we'll see a replay of that at some point.
It was called backcourt. I think they felt like Milford did have control of the ball and then threw it back on the other side. Braves ball. Annie brings it over the timeline.
Because in that case, the Milford player would have had to have both feet and the ball over, or her butt and the ball over. And it's hard to see from our vantage point whether, especially with a bunch of players in the way. But we'll take it. We're not going to argue with the call on that one.
Maddie drives hard, unable to finish. Milford in transition.
Wow, again, for the want of a bounce pass, McKingham is lost.
Milford's got the ball deep inside. A very long three is missed.
Grab it, Annie.
By Katie Tatum. Braves have the ball. Annie brings it up. 13-11 Braves, 3:20 to go in the second. Annie drives. Swings back, it nearly gets picked off.
Yeah. Jaden's got an open shot. That's a long two and airballs it. Rose Vigran with a nice board.
Annie to Ella, deep three from the left wing.
Way off.
Way off. Boy, poor Maddie. Maddie's putting up a lot of shots, and they're not falling for her. They're good shots. They're shots in the range she should be taking.
Yeah.
They're contested
Well,
shots.
she switched her first three and got a couple of putback shots, but other than that, she's been unable to hit. Same with Ella Riggs. I mean, Ella's been getting some good-looking shots and shots you want her to take, absolutely. And
Rose
they just aren't falling.
Annie. Come on, Annie, bury that one. Good
there
girl,
you go.
Annie. Great shot.
There you go. Nice arch on Annie's shot there. She occasionally will revert back to last year where she had a flat shot. I know she's worked real hard on the offseason to get some air under that ball. Get on it, Jane. There you go.
Milford getting a lot of opportunities and not able to finish. I think they had 3 offensive rebounds, Chuck, on that last stand.
Yep.
They turned the ball over. Braves ball. It's like a traveling violation. And Annie will bring it up at the 2:15 mark, coming across the timeline.
Yeah. Surprisingly low-scoring game, and again, not because of
not lack of opportunity.
Lack of opportunity. This is nobody's hitting. Not for us, not for Milford. And again, I don't know if Milford is if this is their typical look, but again, I think they move the ball well and they're very aggressive on the perimeter defensively. They've just been unable to get anything to fall, as have the Braves not gotten anything to fall.
Maddie, deep, nice pass deep. Come on, Ella.
Rixie with a nice open look. Can't get it to go. Again, that's a good shot. And I would like Ella to take that. Anytime she gets a look like that, she should be taking that shot. Just, sooner or later they're going to start falling for her.
We certainly agree on that. Ella's got great form, great shot. She just a little bit off at this point, and I know they'll hit at some point. Riggs deep on the left baseline, gives it to Maddie for a long three.
That's way off.
Yep.
Maddie's not getting lift. I mean, Maddie's not exactly a above the rim player. It's a little dig on her. She doesn't jump much, but she's not getting lift. And I'm watching the last couple of shots where I don't know if she's been banged around a lot or whatever here so far, but she's not getting her legs into her shots like she normally does.
Milford inbounds the ball, trailing 16-11. Ball deep in the right corner, number 10.
Ooh, that's a ugly-looking shot, but I think Ella got smacked in the face.
Boy, another bunch up, and they finally convert.
That's a lucky bucket for the Eagles, and I think I thought a foul should have been called there. Ella did get whapped pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Had her hands on the ball and got a nice little smack to the jaw.
We have a minute to go till half. Annie on top. Braves leading 16-13. Looks like a high cycle being run at this point. Annie, Rose Vigran, Ella deep on the left wing.
Olivia Dowling running the baseline in this particular offensive set. They get base pretty much like a 1-3-1 anti-2-3 zone defense. Olivia Dowling's going to try to drive, and
she got stuck in no man's land and turns the ball over. Milford's going to get the ball back with 30 seconds to go, trailing 16-13, and the Braves are they're going to drop into a 2-2-1 full court press, see if they can create a turnover, maybe get something before the half. Milford gets across the timeline. Ball deep on the right wing.
Kaylee McKierney in, and Abby Theroff out for the Eagles. Nice fortune, nice layup. Well, not going to get the roll, and Maddie's going to grab the board.
There goes Ella.
Should be able to go strong here. Nice little Euro, and oh my goodness.
Unlike
that
Ella,
is just indicative. Yeah, I mean, again, great play on her part. Nice strong drive. Just a little something off with the finishing. And but again, I'd rather have her do that 100 times, and she's gonna snap out of it here pretty quickly. The shots are gonna start falling. So we got just 16-13, really low scoring half, Pete. What do you think the Braves need to do coming out in the second half?
Well, I think they've got to just shake off what just happened. I was looking at Ella's expression as she walks up the court. She looks a little dumbfounded. We all know how talented she is as an offensive player. She's got to keep doing her thing, catch her breath at halftime. You know she's going to come alive in the second and do some good stuff. I'd like to see the team take care of the ball a little better. I'd like to see us rebound. I'm concerned Milford, as we've talked about, did not shoot well in the first half. We seem to be getting 2 girls out on the break before we have secured the ball, and I'd like to see a little bit more help on the rebound. If Milford starts hitting some of these shots, this could be a difficult second half for the Braves.
Absolutely. Well, folks, you can go away for about 8 minutes, and we'll be back. Second half tip-off in just under 9 minutes. Thanks, folks. See you in a bit. Okay, folks, if you're paying attention, welcome back to the second half. Right where we left off, 16-13 Braves. I was just mentioning to Pete that usually the Braves are the last ones out on the floor prior to the start of the second half, coming out with about a minute left typically and not getting any warm-up shooting in. But same with the Eagles in this particular case, and it looks like the refs are going to let them get started as soon as they're ready, maybe shaving a few seconds off. So if you waited the full 10 minutes or whatever of halftime, you missed a few seconds to start. So Braves with the same starting lineup, and it looks like the same could be said for Milford. Andy dribbling around up top. Okay, that's nobody going anywhere on this. Oh, Maddie wide open, calling for the ball and not getting the love.
Sheed and Jaden seem to be switching up from post and wing and trying to
Jaden
work that out.
Jaden and Kennedy. Oh, come on, get on it, Jaden.
That wasn't a good pass. Braves lucky to maintain possession.
Jaden and Kennedy looked about 10, 15 seconds ago in that sequence where I think one or the other or both of them were a little confused about who was supposed to be where. That pass is going to get picked off pretty soon here.
Yeah, it is.
Jaden's just going to be really careful. I mean, she's telegraphing things. And she's not alone, obviously.
Ella.
Riggsy with an open look. Same as the first half. It's she was obviously off a little bit right, stroke a little bit different.
Milford kicks in, kicks out, misses their shot. Ella with a bad outlet pass after a nice rebound, and it
gets bailed out as
yeah.
as number 23. That is
It's Olivia.
the younger of the Thiroff sisters. Olivia fumbled the ball out of bounds, but yeah, I mean, Ella made a really nice strong rebound and everything, but either needed to get rid of the ball quicker or just dribble out of there, which she's very capable of doing. And Annie thought Michael Jordan was breaking to the hoop for the slam on the back door, but found out that it wasn't the case.
Braves back in the 1-2-1-1 full court press. Milford breaks the timeline. They're through. They set on top, and Braves are dropping into what looks like a 2-3 at this point, a high 2-3.
And looks like Jaden touched the ball out of bounds. But again, Olivia Thiroff, the sophomore, getting right around her defender and getting free on the baseline.
Milford swings the ball back on top, deep to the right corner. Number 21 assesses, kicks it to, it looks like Caitlin Geis. Back on top now to Devin Morris for the Eagles. Looks like they're nice little move there by number 22. She kicks deep on the wing, and that is
number 10, Caitlin Geis. Yeah, not a pretty looking shot, but it went in.
Annie brings it over the timeline. Left wing to KG. Jaden deep on the left baseline with a dangerous pass. Ella gets control of it.
Yeah, no, again.
There's the turnover. KG.
We're just making way too many mistakes. Come back. Oh, Jaden makes a nice gamble, but it was a 3-on-1 break, so that's not a bad decision by Jaden. I think there was a solid gamble, and Milford unfortunately pulled ahead on that. But they had a 3-on-1, and Jaden was caught in a real tough situation.
And unfortunately, Chuck,
she stepped out of bounds, unfortunately.
Yeah, she did. Unfortunately, our passing, which we talked about going into the half, we talked about with our headsets off, it's hurting. It's costing our Braves right now. We're turning the ball over. We're telegraphing passes. And
the Braves are going to get 2 quick subs. Amy Prue gets in for Kennedy Green, and it looks like Rose Vigran couldn't quite make it to the scorer's table in time.
Well, if ever we had a pressing team, those two would.
Jaden, go to the ball. Go to the ball. Jaden was kind of, I don't know, she was kind of caught flat-footed. I don't know what she was expecting there, but fortunately she did make it to the ball, but a little flat-footed.
Oh, that could have been a travel. Finish that, Maddie. Finish that.
Maddie Antonucci finally finishes strong. It's her 9th point of the night.
Little jump hook through the middle. As I was saying, Chuck, with Rose Vigran getting ready to come in and Amy Prue, you got to figure pressure is going to be the name of the game for the Braves.
Right. Wide open look. And
hey, the Braves have numbers.
Ishverding was that's looking for the Euro, and she travels. Does Ella Riggs? Yeah, she was like trying to do like a little bit of a Euro step, and she's going to get a bit of a break as Ella Riggs, as Olivia Dowling comes in for her first time here in quarter number 3. Nauch with a nice cut in. She got fouled and couldn't get that was okay. I mean, she tried to get it up on the board, but she got hammered pretty good, and she's going to go to the line and try to add another couple to the Braves' slim lead.
I think Coach Arrington made a good call, pulling Ella, letting her catch her breath. She's pressing right now. Her shot is off, and it's affecting her overall game.
Yep.
Ella, get a little sip of Gatorade, catch her breath. You'll be right back in.
Yep.
And we know she'll be impactful moving forward.
Well, that drive that she just unfortunately got her foot barely on the baseline, but I like to see that, a nice aggressive drive, and again she's doing the right things. Like all of her teammates, her ball handling's been a bit suspect, but Ella's doing all the right things offensively, and it'll come. It'll come. She just needs to, as you said, she needs to just take a quick break and realize, she's still the same great player she's always been. Just, sometimes your shot doesn't fall. So keep doing what she's doing. Nice again, wide open look. 22, Abby Theroff, the senior, makes the 3 and brings Milford back within a point.
Annie across the timeline. Rose Vigran on the right corner. Swings it back to Annie on top. Annie, finish that one. Finish that.
Get a roll.
Good, Maddie. Way to work.
A little hard with it.
Good, Maddie.
Maddie's psyched.
Maddie
pumping her fist. Yeah, Maddie with. Get back. Come on. Get back on defense, girls. Good hustle, Olivia. Olivia Dowling. Nice work getting back and using those long freshman arms to good advantage. Nooch is going to try one from serious distance. Little B. Yeah, we're going to try to get a replay of Olivia making that block. That was that's way to not ever give up, as Jim Valvano would have said. But yeah, Olivia making a nice hustle back and making the block, saving the Braves a bucket for sure.
Amy Prue swings on top. Annie Ishverding assesses. Olivia Dowling left wing. Ball into Maddie in the post. Maddie looks at it, takes an 8-footer, a little bit rich, and Milford has the ball. They cross the timeline.
Rachel, I would cure Annie Ishverding of doing that between the leg dribble. I see her do it a lot. She doesn't go anywhere with it. She goes behind the back sometimes, doesn't go anywhere with it.
That's a nice little cross step on Katie Tatum for Milford, not able to finish, but a nice cross step.
I mean, call me a old-fashioned fundamentalist, but if you're going to make those crossover things in between the legs and stuff like that, make it in as part of a move that's going to separate you and get you some either a drive opportunity or separation from a defender to get a jump shot.
Well, that's a nice feed. Annie feeds the post,
and Nooch goes strong. And she's beginning to take over a little bit inside here. Braves open up a 5-point lead, and Nooch will go to the line.
Like the way Annie not only fed the post, but she used the bounce pass. Really, ball came up beautifully, and Maddie does what Maddie does so well.
Yeah.
Finish.
Riggsy back in after, as you assumed, Pete, a quick break on the bench. And Annie Ishverding, I'm not trying to get on your case if you're listening to this after the fact, but again, just be efficient with your moves on the basketball court and make things count. Because she's a phenomenally good kid and a phenomenally good athlete, and she's an integral part of this team.
Braves 25-19. There looks like a Milford has called a timeout. We've got just under 2 minutes to go in the third. Braves on a little push right now, and Maddie has really single-handedly led this push.
Well, if you look up at the scoreboard, as you would expect, well, maybe not expect, you would hope that some of the other players would have contributed a little bit on the scoreboard, but the three regular scoring threats the Braves have, Maddie Antonucci with 16, Annie Ishverding with 7, and Ella Riggs with 2. Those are the only 3 players who have scored so far. And so when Ella starts hitting, things will become a lot easier for the Braves, and you would think, if she starts putting her normal points on the board, they'll start to roll here. But again, she's just got to keep doing what she's doing. She's doing the right things. Shots are going to fall sooner or later. She's too good a player to not have that happen to her. So I know she's disappointed, I'm sure, at this point, and frustrated, but she just plays through it. Her talent's going to win out.
I like the fact that Maddie's seeing the ball a lot in the paint. She's scoring from the hard spots. She's drawing fouls, and Milford has put themselves back in a little hole. Braves in a 2-2-1 full court press right now with Annie on top, Rose Vigran by her side. Let's see if we can create a little turnover. Nearly a turnover. Milford crosses the line, and
good
there
hands
it is.
by Maddie. Oh, unfortunately, oh my goodness. Unfortunate turn of events. Maddie made a nice anticipation, tipped the ball, unfortunately tipping her right to a Milford player, and then Maddie saddled with the foul, but that's only her second. So 33, Carrie Dusing at the line for the Milford Eagles. Going to get her second one here. Yeah, Braves definitely not in any kind of
offensive rebound and
back.
a finish. That's Kaylee McKenney.
Yeah, she's done that a couple of times tonight.
Got a rebound, girls.
Nice play. Annie made a nice look pass. Oh, Maddie just lost the handle. Riggs got it over to Maddie real well, quickly, and Annie with just a frustration reach foul. But that was good execution, good looks, good passing until the end where Maddie fumbled the ball, and then again, just being a little too overly. It's great to be aggressive, but you got to also keep in mind what your chances are when you're reaching your hands in there. That's a walk.
Oh, was it ever? No call.
Good.
Milford gets away with one.
Devin Morris had about a 5-step shuffle there.
And now she takes a long 3, and
Nooch
great rebound by Maddie.
Good kick out. Annie Ishverding right there, and she's going to, looks like, to hold it up and drive on her, Ella. .40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Again, the Braves only a 4-point lead. Nice look in. Nooch is going to get the buck. Oh, please get a roll. Rose Vigran fighting for the board, couldn't quite get it. Nice drive by Ella Riggs. Nice look in. Maddie, good looking shot. Just, we are just a few inches off tonight. And everybody, it's contagious.
I like the fact that they're feeding the post, and Maddie's working hard down there. I think it's a good formula. We get Ella going, and Annie.
Nice job by Annie Ishverding. Now that was one where taking the risk of the reach from behind, she did a good job. 4 seconds left. And Olivia Dowling's shot is going to get blocked. Again, there's a situation where I finally, for the first time I think ever, had some fans or maybe some of the players yelling out the countdown of the 4-3. But again, everybody, all 5 players on the court need to know exactly what's left on the clock. And Braves did not get a good shot out of that end of quarter situation.
Now, court presence is something that falls to the responsibility of each player. There's really no excuse for it, and we had some opportunity there, but it became a last-minute rush, and nothing to show for it. Having said that, 25-21 Braves at the end of 3, a much stronger quarter for the Braves, nearly doubled their scoring from for the whole game, and led by Maddie, as we've been talking about, and a lot of action in the paint, and we'll see what the plan is coming out. I believe that we'll still see that full court pressure still. seems to serve the Braves well, and in particular on nights when half-court offense isn't going our way.
Right. We're going to go back to, I will give a little bit of a slack to, the 5 players on the floor at the end of the third quarter were 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and Maddie Antonucci, the senior. Still, you've got, when the 2 of the sophomores are Annie and Ella, you have partly because they're such great players, but, you have the expectation of them. They're very experienced players, even despite their relatively young age, and you would hope that all of them, as well as the bench and coaches and everything else, is people are yelling out the time so that everybody's aware. Maddie Antonucci playing in the middle of a sort of a matchup 2-3 zone, and she goes to pop out on Theroff. So no real foul trouble for any of the Braves. Maddie Antonucci has 2. That's by buckets.
Now she's got 3.
Butter on the Nucci roll.
Big long 3
19 now for Maddie. And Braves open up a 7-point lead. But yeah, both teams with only 2 team fouls. Nobody in any real and just like that, Olivia Theroff, the sophomore, answers for the Eagles. But Maddie Antonucci with 2 personals. She's the only one. Let's see. I think Rose Vigran has 1, and nobody else with any really. That certainly not of the players on the court. Grab it. Now hustle back on. Come on, hustle back on defense. Sorry, I shouldn't be yelling that. Nice. That's a nice teamwork. And you know what? That's the there's 4 Braves that were jogging back, and kudos to Milford, but that was just lazy defense on Indian Hill's part. I mean, to make the turnover, bust your butt to get back. That's just not something that if I'm a coach that they might be sitting right now.
Rose Vigran on top, feeds the post to Ella. Come on, Ella, get in there.
Nice job, Ella Riggs.
Ella buried
Saw the
her
opening.
Head. Loved it.
Yeah. Kind of dipped her shoulder. Good body control. Went in strong, and again, that's exactly. She's such a good attacker of the basket. Such a good overall shooter. All she needs to see is the ball go through the hoop a couple times, and her mojo will be right back.
It was interesting seeing Ella at the high post where we don't see her a whole lot. That's been the same spot that we were able to get Maddie to the ball in the third, and she took off with a number of effective plays and baskets. Perhaps that is the weakness in the Milford defense, and perhaps we'll see Ella in that spot and get some contribution here in the fourth.
Yeah. The thing is, Ella's not super fast. She's not super quick, but she does have a very good first step, and she's got long legs. She's got great body control. If she can keep attacking the basket like that, to either get a shot of her own or to feed Maddie like she's been doing as well, she just keep that up, and the Braves will be in great shape.
Milford breaks the press. Nearly a steal by
Maddie,
the
I think, deflected that. Just Ella Riggs was going to have that steal. I think Maddie just got a finger on it, and it ended up just enough of a deflection to ruin Ella's timing and got past her hands and off her face. So remain Eagles ball.
That's Ella's first foul of the game. No issue there. Eagles have the ball on top, number 21, Kaylee McKenney.
There's another bomb, and that's going to be a brick. But nice box out by Maddie Antonucci. Annie Schroeding got the rebound, but that was a greatly enhanced opportunity on the part of Maddie Antonucci, keeping her mark off the boards.
Annie swings it left wing to Rose Vigran. Back
Ella
to
better
Annie
get it out of the
top.
lane. She's going to get a 3-second clip. There you go.
Annie assesses, feeds Maddie in the post, and looks like a kick on Milford, so it should be Braves under the basket.
Yeah, Milford playing a lot more of that 2-3 zone. As they were doing a lot in the first half, but they've really kind of almost exclusively gone to that here in the second half to good effect.
Well, with the Braves not shooting well from the outside, packing it in is not a bad plan. Olivia Dowling swings it to Rose Vigran. Back to Ella Riggs, deep left
Take
for
that,
three.
Kid. Take that. Oh, just can't get it. Oh, good strong board in the back. backside by Andy Isfording. Well,
Ella got the ball down low, shuffled the feet. It's going to be Milford's ball. 30-26 in favor of the Braves. 4:50 to go in the fourth.
Number 14, Madeline Hills.
you know, if it weren't for all the turnovers and a lot of these missed shots, I mean, this could be a 30-point game right now, or conceivably we could be behind. That was a carry, I do believe. I don't think that young woman's hand is big enough to have actually held up and palmed that ball. Riggsy with a nice steal. She's going to go strong. Nice little Euro step and gets the bucket to go. That's vintage Ella Riggs. Good anticipation on the defensive end. Gets a steal, takes it in. Good body control, little Euro step, and makes the Eagles pay.
The Eagles really are moving the ball well. Very deep three, very deep, and it comes up short.
Good box out by Maddie Antonucci, and Olivia Dowling is going to I thought maybe she got pushed. That's one where she needs to just get that ball, and that's an experience thing. She's got the length and everything, but she got that board and should have just gotten rid of it quickly. I wish I could get post players, male and female, to watch Wes. Remember Wes Unseld?
Absolutely.
One of my favorite players when I was a little kid. Louisville and Baltimore, then the Bullets product, who was probably not only an incredibly good rebounder, but probably the best outlet passer in the history of the NBA. That dude could get the ball, chest pass it 3/4 of the court like nothing, but he got get the ball turned, boom, it's gone, and his teammates were always the beneficiaries of that. But the post player just get the ball, get rid of it. Doesn't do any good to hold it. People are going to come after you, and especially in the girls' games, their post players aren't necessarily true post players in the traditional sense. They just have to maybe be one of the taller girls out the floor and they get stuck in the post, like Maddie Antonucci usually is. So yeah, get rid of the ball quickly and avoid the turnover and get your transition offensive going.
Milford inbounds the ball. It looks like that is Devin Morris on top. She's looking left corner, nothing going. She goes around Rose Vigran, swings it over to Abby Thieroff. Back to Devin Morris, assessing, looking for something. They feed the post. Good steal by Ella.
Ella Riggs is going to go strong. She's going to take that herself. Nope.
No, she gives it
nice
up to
pass,
Maddie.
Maddie Antonucci with the left hand. And you got to think here with just under 4 minutes left, Braves get a couple of stops and a couple more buckets. This game will be all she wrote.
Well, that was an excellent feed by Ella Riggs, who we all know finishes in transition unbelievable, and she gave the ball up that time to Maddie, who finished.
That's a good decision by Annie Estrading. Had a one-on-one for a split second. Milford did a good job getting back on defense, and that was a smart decision to pull the ball out. But doesn't make a good decision there.
Well, the Braves are going to maintain possession. It's an 8-point Braves lead, just over 3 minutes to go. And there definitely feels like some nice momentum in favor of the Braves. Let's take care of the ball now. Patty calling for the ball in an inbounds post play. Does not get it. Olivia Dowling looks to swing the ball, trying to get it to Annie. And
get rid of it. Yeah, gotta get rid of that ball. Chris Harrington calls timeout. Yeah. But I mean, again, I don't mean to be picking on Annie, but the sequence before she threw the ball away on the other side in front of the Braves bench, and Annie did that little through the legs thing. Again, she's not getting anywhere with it. I mean, what's nice to look at, it's pretty, but and I know she's gotten to be a very good ball handler, but it's wasted motion, and you want to, especially when you're playing, pretty much every minute of the game, you want to be efficient in your motion and your energy expenditure, and also not put the ball out in front of you where the defender can steal it. So, again, I'm nitpicking. This is a minor thing. I just would like to see her not do that nearly so much unless it's going to advance the ball.
The Braves are now entering the second half of the fourth where the clock is their ally. And I hope in this timeout that's being discussed, no need to take shots that are not there. Let's burn some time. We're up 8. Let's let Milford be the team that has to press and make something happen.
Right.
And let's see what the Braves have in mind.
So in the last 3 minutes of the game, with an 8-point lead, we got Rose Vigran, Olivia Dowling, Maddie Antonucci, and Annie Ishfording Olivia Dowling steps out of bounds. Who did I miss? Riggs, Ishfording, Antonucci, Vigran, and Dowling on the floor for Indian Hill.
Braves are going to stay up in that very aggressive 1-2-2 full court press. Milford crosses the timeline.
It's a good recovery by Ella Riggs there.
You got Katie Tatum on top. Rose
That's
Vigran.
a foul.
Yeah.
That's
Rose Vigran.
Rose, for the most part, doing a good job moving her feet and everything, but just a little too much with the body. That's a soccer leftover.
And like we talked about, she's tenacious. She's a D-first player and working hard out there. Milford on the inbound. They're struggling. And it looks like we have a
5-second call.
Good defense by the Braves.
Yeah, Ella Riggs is a hard obstacle to throw over. She's hopping up. She's got those, she's like 5'9" and long arms and dancing in that girl's face, and nowhere to throw the ball.
Up, there's a steal right there by Milford on a bad entry pass. It looks like Milford got a timeout and possession of the ball. I'm not saying it's easy to burn clock. Certainly Milford wants the ball. They're going to play aggressively. But what it does is it opens up backdoor cut opportunities for the Braves. And so at this point, the girls have really, if the pass is there, it's there. If not, a quick jab step, bounce pass, and we're going to have several layups, which will really put the game out of reach.
Yeah. Well, again, 8-point lead. Milford not shooting the ball well. 2.5 to go. As you said, time is on our side. Burn some clock. Look for the good shot. Anticipate that you're going to get a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, unlike last year, we had 5 strong ball handlers that we could put on the floor at any one time. This year's, and that's not the case. But again, good opportunity for the Braves to work on burning the clock, work on the ball handling, work on clock killing execution, and hopefully to get fouled. Well, Milford's got only 2 team fouls, so if they're going to if this gets to be, them trying to get us to the line to get possessions, they got a long way to go to rack up another 5 fouls on the team.
Milford brings the ball in from just in front of Coach Arrington. They cross the timeline and looking to make something happen. Number 21, Kaylee McKenney over on the wing. Oh, there was one Rose could have taken.
Oh, Annie, you don't need to reach in there, young lady.
Foul on Annie Ishfording. That's only her first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and 5th on the team. But that's again just Annie is such a good athlete, has great footwork and good strong hands, and plus she's got size. I mean, tall and strong. She just needs to get herself in front of her the girl she's guarding, and keep her from driving. And that's that girl's not going to shoot over her. And as long as she doesn't drive past Annie, and Annie's going to, like I said, she's quick and she's fast and she can recover. And not many people are going to drive past her unless she bites on a ball fake.
Milford misses, but a very strong rebound by Ella. She gets fouled. Braves inbound the ball, and now they're looking at 2-3 pressure. Up, look at Jaden. She's open. We can't get her the ball. Now it's back Milford's way.
Oh, that was almost a walk.
Katie McKenney kicks it back deep left wing.
Milford hasn't had many shot opportunities here in the last couple of minutes. So kudos to the Braves. They're still playing. They're playing tough, aggressive defense. I mean, getting the fouls are starting to pick up here, and the next one is going to put the Eagles at the line with 1:42 left here.
Milford inbounds under their own basket.
And that's the last thing you want to do is give them shot opportunities from the line with no time ticking off the clock.
Long 3, and it's true for Katie Tatum.
Yeah.
We have a 34-29 game. We have a Milford timeout, 1.5 to go, and this game is very much live. That 3-pointer changes a lot of things, and I'm sure Milford's in setting up a full court press plan.
Yep. Well, again, with the foul situation, team foul-wise with Milford, they're going to have to pick up 4 more before they can put the Braves at the line. So yeah, we'd like to see, with a 5-point lead and a minute and a half left, Indian Hill just working on milking the clock, keeping the ball in Ella Riggs' hands or Maddie Antonucci's hands or Annie Isfording's hands. The first two of those three, phenomenally good free throw shooters, and Annie Isfording, a very solid, good free throw shooter as well. So let's see if the Braves can keep control of the ball. Again, you do like to see them be aggressive, but you don't want to call the dogs off in that respect. But it also, it's a double-edged sword. They're not handling the ball well all season, especially not tonight. Let's try to do some things to value the basketball a little bit more and minimize the turnovers and get ourselves to the line.
Interesting 2-3 full court press. Milford's letting us inbounds the ball, and then it looks like they're going to go for a trap. And here it comes. Braves break the timeline. Rose Vigran deep in the corner.
Now you get rid of it. There you go.
She feeds Maddie.
Work it out. Work it now. That's his time. Burn it. Burn it. Burn it. That's it. Chris is telling her. And Caitlin Geis is going to pick up the quick foul on the perimeter on Annie Isfording. But again, that's only the 4th team foul for the Milford Eagles. Still got a ways to go. Oh, that was a
errant pass.
Lazy pass and lazy body up. Maddie Antonucci and Annie Isfording respectively on that play. And Eagles are going to have the ball.
There's a minute 12 to go. 34-29 Braves. Milford to inbound.
And she's going to get
Ella
blocks it. Unfortunately, landed on the baseline, and Annie Isfording was soaring in to try to get that ball and tip it back out. But again, Ella using her length to good advantage.
Milford brings the ball in deep corner.
There's
baseline
another three,
and it's true.
Buried.
It's Katie Tatum again.
And folks, we have a two-point ball game. You're right, freshman Katie Tatum.
55 seconds to go. Braves trying to get the ball over the timeline.
That's
Careful.
A dangerous pass. As was that.
Annie on top, and she is fouled by Katie McKenney. We have 45 seconds to go. It looks like that is only the 5th foul on Milford, so the Braves are going to have to inbound the ball right in front of their own bench. Maddie to put the ball in play. She gives it to Rose Vigran.
And that's I don't want to send Rose to the line in a pressure situation, although she's a phenomenally good athlete. But again, at this point, Braves are not going to the line, but the next foul will put them. So let's try to, if I'm Chris, I want to get the ball in Maddie Antonucci or Ella Riggs' hands. And if not, Annie Isfording just got held up big time. Oh, Maddie. That was not a good pass. Jaden James, we have oh my goodness. Maddie swung on, connected.
Well, the Braves are really having trouble getting the ball in bounds from the side. We've had 2 turnovers in a row. Milford is now on the free throw line. We have 32 seconds to go. Looks like Amy Prue has entered the game. Give you a little bit more senior leadership, free throw shooting. Rose Vigran's exited the game. And that name again, Kaylee McKenney at the free throw line.
There's the first. Folks, we are 1 free throw away from a tie ball game. Who would have thunk it? 32 seconds left here in quarter number 4. Box out. Good job, Jaden James. Good job, Jaden. Nice box out, nice board. And Ish gets fouled. That'll put Annie at the line. And again, Annie, a solid free throw shooter, not quite at the level of Maddie Antonucci or Ella Riggs, but we'll see. Young lady under some shooting pressures like she's probably not faced yet in her year and 2/3 career, I guess. Buries the first one though. Nice and cool. Ice water in the veins, Ish. Chris yelling out instructions, 27 seconds left in the game. In regulation. Let's say in the game because the Braves are going to win. And he looks a little short, but she got a nice friendly roll. Nice shooter's touch. Don't foul, Amy. Don't foul, Amy. Do not foul. Good job. Move your feet and do not foul. Oh, backside, Jaden. Jaden, you pushed her in the back. Got away with it. That was a bucket that should have gone. I don't know how that shot didn't fall.
The Milford girl.
And it could have been an and one because Jaden, I tell you, Jaden definitely gave her a little extracurricular in the shoulder blade area.
I don't disagree with your assessment, Chuck. That ball was put right in the square. It was down. It came out and easily could have been a called foul. Milford's going to control the ball with 13.5. They've called a timeout, obviously setting up a play. They're going to be looking for a three. Katie Tatum, number 11's probably their target. She's only a freshman, she's hit 2 long ones.
I think there's some maybe in the first half as well. I'm trying to think. Let's see if I can. Katie is 11. She's got 9 points. I think maybe she hit another 3 earlier in the game in the first half.
They're going to look for her. You got to think, or 21, Kaylee McKinney, who's had a very strong second half.
Yeah,
they both have got a lot of momentum. Devin Morris is capable of letting one go out there too.
Yeah, both McKinney and Tatum are leading scorers so far for Milford with 9 apiece, and then 22 Abby Theroff, the senior post player, has 6. And a couple others with a single bucket for the Milford Eagles. So, Milford out of bounds, 13 and a half.
Braves.
Both teams in the 1-1.
Braves got to play their best D right now. Oh, the Braves got a good one there.
And
kicked off the leg of Kaylee McKinney, and the Braves are going to have the ball with 12.3 to go. Maddie to inbounds the ball.
And as a quick timeout. Yeah. Ella Riggs was right on the girl she was guarding, but didn't even need her to be like that was just quite honestly a gift. Low pass, girl didn't go down and get it, rolled right off her leg and right out of bounds, and Ella didn't have to do anything. But if she had to, she was right on top of that Milford player. I've
got to say I've been very impressed with the resilience of Milford. It wasn't 2.5 minutes ago. Braves were up 8 and had all the momentum. You got to give it to Milford. Coach Fallis and his girls have worked very hard.
Yep.
They've stayed in on this. They've hit some key shots. It's been a tough night of shooting for them, but they haven't given up and they've competed, and that's why they're playing this game tight with 12.3 to go.
Yep. And a couple of big threes from a couple of different players on the Milford squad here in the fourth quarter that have brought them back. And, fortunately for the Braves, the shots weren't falling. Although you could say, fortunately for the Eagles, our shots weren't falling. So, look even here. We are with 12 minutes left, and Ella Riggs with only 6 points. And again, she's done everything right. I cannot fault her. I mean, maybe a few errant passes here and there, but offensively speaking, she's done a great job. Just sometimes Lady Luck is not with you. Pop out, Annie.
There's Maddie. She's got the ball at the time, and they're going to have to foul her.
Go. Just hold on the ball and get fouled. And there we finally. Yeah, we just burn off, 7 or 8 seconds there. And Maddie's going to go to the line with 5 seconds. And all she needs to do is hit one to seal the win for sure.
That was a surprise. If there's one girl you don't let the inbound pass go to, it's Maddie. I think Milford got confused because she was wide open.
Annie Istrading was wide open going down to the baseline as well. Oh, they got a shot. Oh, yeah.
Ella over the back.
Yeah, that's not a situation where you want to foul. That was. I know it's hard to turn off the aggressiveness, and you love that about her, but definitely not a situation you want to foul.
Although you can't lose the game here. You're up 3. They're going to the free throw line on a 1-on-1.
Right.
So,
although again in that situation, if she doesn't foul, there's 4 seconds left when the foul's called. They'd have to bring the ball up and get a 3-point shot off. Odds are, again, just knowing the time and the situation and knowing when to turn that aggressiveness off. So McKinney, no R in that, nails her first one to make it a.
Do you miss this one, Chuck? If you're her, you gotta. She's gonna.
Or you gotta hope. You gotta hope for a miracle on the other end. Then
you send your rebounders in the crash, and that's what she did. Oh, she didn't hit the rim.
Missed the rim.
Now there's a discussion amongst the referee squad here. I think it missed the rim. I think it should be an Indian Hill ball.
Looked like that to me, but I mean, maybe they're going to. They're talking about it. I saw it hit the rim. I didn't see it hit the rim. Oh, it did miss the rim. You're blind. You're an old man. You're an old man.
It's Braves ball. They've already said it. They've got Ella to inbound the pass with 3.7.
No.
Now they've reversed it.
What is going on?
There seems to be general confusion on the
dear.
court. They're not giving
They
the
should
ball
not
to
give the
Milford.
ball to Milford. If they blow the whistle and say it didn't hit, it should be Indian Hill ball.
I don't know what this calls. Coach Chris Harrington out holding court with the referees. Let's see how this plays out. It looks like Milford's going to get
That
the ball
should be an Indian
under
Hill
the
ball.
basket. 3.7 to go. Careful here, guys. The shot is up.
One.
Oh, in and out.
And Annie Escherding seals the game with the board, but holy cow. That was in and out. That was
Abby Theroff, and she had a good look.
That was a good look.
That ball
Good
was in
shot.
the cylinder.
Halfway down.
Oh, boy.
Shades of Butler in the 2010 championship game. Just a few inches off. But okay, folks. Well, that was a nail biter. Didn't expect maybe that with 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. But as you were saying, Pete, I mean, Milford, give them credit. They played tough. They played tenaciously. We made a lot of mistakes on our end. Missed a lot of shots that we normally would make, even though they were very good shots. So again, I'm not faulting any offensive part of Indian Hill's game plan other than the turnovers. Played pretty good defense, could have rebounded a little bit better. Braves head to Marymount on Monday night. Big CHL game will go a long way to determining Braves winning the title. They play back here home on Wednesday the 29th. Taylor home on Saturday. That's senior day, February 1st. Finneytown, the last home game of the year, on Wednesday the 5th. And at Wyoming to wrap up the regular season and the CHL with what we expect to be a championship at that point. So, Pete, any last thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, I think there's a lesson to take from tonight. One of the Braves had a hard time shooting the ball, and they made some adjustments in the third. I liked, again, the way we fed Maddie, and she kind of took over, brought her energy and some key baskets to give us what we needed to get through. But we also saw late in the game where the other team, really stuck it to us, and they worked hard. They were down 8 with 2.5 to go, and they came back and, candidly, nearly won the game on that final shot. So I think the lesson here for the Braves is to battle all the way through. I think the lesson is on nights when we're not hitting, we just got to work hard, focus on our defense, and in particular, let's go in and rebound and get some second chances.
So the Braves pick up their lucky 13th. They are now 13-4 on the season, still 9-0 on the league after its victory over Division I Milford. So, folks, we hope you go and check out the Braves and cheer them on at Marymount on Monday, and we'll be back on the air on Wednesday and then again on Saturday for Senior Day. Thanks for watching, whether you've watched live or whether you're watching this after the fact. Hope you have a good evening and a good week. Thanks, folks. Good night.
Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.